Right, welcome. My name is Rida Kering Chebet. The National Assembly on Monday began the vetting of President William Ruto's 51 principal secretary nominees. Speaker Moses Wetangula directed various committees designated to vet the PSs to commence the vetting from November 14th to November 18th, and led the vetting of cabinet secretaries, which was conducted by the Appointments Committee chaired by Speaker Moses Masika Wetangula. The PS's vetting will be done by various departmental committees. The vetting come days after the constitution of House committees, which are designated to conduct the exercise. Sharon Chepchumba brings us more details on that story.
I, Peter Kiplagatum, do swear that the information I shall give before this departmental committee on health.
Vetting of principal secretaries nominees began on Monday, with 4 National Assembly committees conducting the exercise. Some of the nominees who appeared before the MPs on first day of screening were Julius Korir, Chris Kipto, James Muhati, Raymond Omolo, Julius Bitok, and Peter Tum. Cabinet Affairs nominee Julius Korir appeared before the National Assembly Administration and Internal Affairs and declared his wealth at 206 million shillings, comprising of houses, rental property, his salary and dairy farming. Korir served in various state departments including the Ministry of Health, Industrialization and Devolution.
On the issue of cabinet corruption, I think for me, what I would say is that reducing interface between in processes, human interface in processes, which means we automate as much as possible, have a very credible, auditable process, which will be transparent and accountable to Kenyans. Because you'll find that at times the more
National Treasury Principal Secretary nominee Chris Kipto declared that he is worth 338 million shillings. He is currently the PS for Environment, having been reassigned from the Trade Ministry by former President Uhuru Kenyatta. Kipto is also among those retained in President Ruto's administration, having served as the PS for the Ministry of Environment and Forestry.
Looking at the current circumstances, going for more borrowing is not in the best interest of the country. So it is only prudent that when you don't have the capacity to borrow more, then you would rather tighten your belt. And this is a situation where we are in, trying to reduce. I believe there is also a lot of ministries, all of us buying same things. And because of, I said, also procurement, even what you go through RFQ, this water in one ministry is costing this price, in another ministry is costing another, and it is the same bottle. So why do we have to reach a situation like that where we cannot be able to get a good like this cheaply by enjoying economies of scale and therefore save the cost? I'm looking at those practical issues, and when I get to the National Treasury, I think I will get to know more. Because now, I think members will understand I have had 14 years being away from this sector, so I have a lot of learning curve to go through to make sure that I'm up to date in terms of the information I need.
Principal Secretary nominee for Interior Raymond Omolo says he is worth 450 million shillings. If approved, Omolo will be working under Professor Kithure Kindiki, who is the Cabinet Secretary, Interior and Administration of National Government. He is currently the Managing Director at the Lake Basin Authority.
Now, looking at my vetting exercise that you are undertaking, and of course, if I am successful, that is, if you approve, of course, with concurrence of Parliament, then this is what I'll be bringing on the table in terms of my academic qualifications and experience in terms of work and the understanding of the job that I have been nominated to undertake. And part of that job includes not just ensuring that Kenyans are secure and safe, but then Kenyans also have an environment in which they can be able to go about their businesses and being treated impartially, irrespective of what their political position may be. But also I'm bringing in the qualities of a team player, someone who has a capacity to work not just with juniors within the State Department, but also to work across government agencies to support the government in coordinating and implementing its policies.
The vetting of the nominees will run up to Friday before the reports are tabled in Parliament for approval and subsequent appointment by the President. Ruto, however, is facing a legal handle after a petition was filed in court challenging the recruitment process.
Further as we deliberate about the affairs of our country.
For Maisha Prime, I'm Shara.